Hello and welcome to episode 23. In this episode, we are going to do a few things surrounding freight and maybe some things surrounding trams. So as I've kind of been setting up the recording, I've noticed how congested Drinley is. And the first thing I'm going to do is help this. And I'm going to help it by constructing two new passing platforms. Now we kind of have the space here for one, and I'm going to make the space there for another one, because I think that would genuinely help. And we're also maybe going to start the foundation for a tram network in the city, which I'd like to kind of build onto this as well. So let's just start this. I'm pretty much straight away going to pose our question for this part, which is by me. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Right. But yeah, basically there wasn't, at the time that I record this, there's only one suggestion, which I did in the last video, so. But yeah, the question for today is, what's the newest investment near you? And by that what I mean, obviously, because we're looking at transport, is what's the newest bit of transport that's been made near you? What's been invested? Is it a new bus route, a new train station? Is it just touch-up work? You know, what's happened? I would probably say for me, in Manchester, we've had a new tram line constructed across the city. Well, it's still being constructed. As we've had a massive increase in the amount of lines that are actually being constructed in Manchester. I mean, in the UK, in fact, hang on. I'm trying to work out what to do for this. That doesn't really look right, does it? Let's have a look. I can't do that and then replace it, can I? If this train gets out the way. Move! Oh, I could do that, I guess. Maybe. Right, okay, I'll do that. But yeah, in the UK, trams have had a bit of bad press the past few years, mainly due to a project in Edinburgh. So Edinburgh wanted to create a new tram system. So what they did is they got to work, and basically they constructed a section in the city centre, just to summarise what generally happened. And then they went to start building the rest of the network. And while they were building the rest of the network, obviously it wasn't actually running yet, the bit that had been constructed in the city centre basically collapsed and fell to bits. It was very poorly made. So they had to go and fix that, and then there was just this whole thing escalated where it was just so poorly built that people were complaining, saying what's the point. There was a huge debate as to whether or not they should actually pull the entire project, and the decision was no, only on the basis of they'd spent so much money on it already that it'd just be stupid to waste all that. And yeah, so about I think it was nearly $1 billion over budget. That could be wrong. But it finished with a line short of what it should have been, because they cut one of the lines, and yeah, that kind of people got kind of ranting, and you got the whole, hey, well, why is our money getting spent on that? It's like, well, no. The thing is that you look at cities like Manchester, who actually have decent contractors, are able to pull it off pretty well. The tram system here is, I mean, they built they practically quadrupled the tram network in the space of about 3 to 5 years, and a lot of it was finished ahead of schedule. They had a section to Manchester Airport that was actually finished 6 months ahead of schedule, which is pretty staggering, really. So yeah, that's the latest thing that's happened to us. There's a project that they're calling the second city crossing. So what it actually does is it creates a second route across the city. So as they've built all these new networks, they've realised that the city's become like a bottleneck. So that's what they're doing. They're alleviating a lot of that. So at the moment, a lot of the routes actually terminate outside the city purely for this reason. But yeah, you know, the more you know and all that. I've done that on the wrong side. Whoopsie daisy. Let's move that over. But yeah, I'd be interested to see. I guess a lot of people from London are probably going to say Crossrail for them, which is a huge project in the UK. I think it's the biggest in Europe at the moment, which is basically a project to create now 2 railways that go north-south and then east-west across London to alleviate a lot of traffic congestion, which happens on our rails. Speaking of traffic congestion, Need to make sure that junction is sufficient. There we go. Right, so we have 2 platforms. I do need to put in the passing platform waypoints. Well, I have to have them on track, don't I? Okay. We'll have put the tracks in there. We'll just have a blinking waypoint. And we'll signal this section. And add waypoints up here as well. Drindy's becoming a huge station. And there we go. So we have new passing platforms. We need to start looking at where we can build the tram network. And I've noticed I've put a rail bridge instead of a road bridge there. That's not very clever, is it, Chris? What are you thinking? Right. Where can we put the tram station? I'd maybe say here, because that's not going to get used. So let's start building a tram network as well. So there we are, our first rails in the our first tram rails on the map, and our first route should be to Suntwood. And let's have it. Well, I guess we could have like maybe a circle line which could go around here and this way, and we'll have like a counterclockwise and a clockwise route. Yeah, let's try that. In fact, no, because yeah, it's very hilly, so we should probably just try and get through as level as possible. Yeah. So let's start here as well. This looks like it's going to be the best place for the tram to exit the city. So we kind of excavate this. There we go. So we've got a great tram tunnel there. Then we can have a station here for this small village. We'll have like bus networks which link up to it afterwards as well, so we can build a network around it. Let's remove this building. It's about linking everything together, a bit like in city skylines, how when I'm going through, I'm saying we have to use kind of a trickle-down road network. So small, you know, you slowly build your way up to help traffic. It's the same with transport. So buses to trams, trams to trains, trains to generally planes if you had somewhere else to be. Yeah, it does help. Right, and then we can come down. We could do with the station in Drudwood, considering we'll be passing through anyway. Maybe here. So if we do this, if I put road intersections there, it shouldn't build, I don't think. Perfect. Am I joining this onto the existing station? I'd say yes. Drudwood. So that's going to be the tram stop for Drudwood. Let's have a look. Bonfing Field, and we have this space back here which we can occupy. Let's check. Alright, so that can be our station. Is this a busy station? Does it need joining on? Not really. I'm going to start naming stations with an M if they have a tram link. Okay. So we need somewhere here. So we obviously have a tram station there. I'll make that a big one. We need a crossover, a bridge. So we'll have a bridge here. Cool. So that can go down to there. That's good. Then we need the tram railway to have a stop here somewhere for the bus station. And where's going to be level? Why don't we do this? If we move that to there. Have the stop there. Have a passing loop as well. And that will be... Oh shit, that's actually part of the same same station as the as Drinley. Okay, we'll build a separate station, and that can be Drinley Market Street. Okay, that's going to be one kind of center of the center of our network. In fact, no, because that needs to come around, doesn't it? Don't like that. How should we do this? Should we have kind of a clockwork system going in the city centre? So we have kind of a loop which trams enter and go. Depending on the entrance point, they go a certain way around the city. I'd say that'd be cool. Just where to build a station around here? Just looking. Okay. Just think. What if we did... Oh no, because they're using that, aren't they? Why don't we do the following? So if I do this, it wouldn't build in the way. Don't really know what we need to do now. Let's raise this this road. Sorry. So that's fine there. Then we need to raise this here. And that. So we do that. And then build a tramway there. Get rid of the buildings. We can have a station here. Trinity Bank, that'll do. And we need another station like on a ski road needs a tram station. And that can go down here. There we are. That links everything up together nicely. Okay, so we have a loop here, or we will in a second anyway. Okay, so we have a loop in the city centre. So any trams that we have will kind of go around this loop. Right, okay. So we need to build a station in Sunwood. Where can that go? Probably about here. So we have that kind of carved out. That needs to come up. So tramway down. Suntwood. Okay, so that's one route there. I want a... We need a tram depot, which I'm going to put there. I think, yeah, okay. So I'll have the route up to Suntwood. That's which tram shall we use? Okay, what have we got available? Wow. 35 passengers, that's it. Let's try one of these. That'll do. Okay, so with you, you can go around here. Bonfingfield, Druidwood, Suddinghall, Suntwood. And back. Into Drinley. And then quickly into the road depot. That's not going to be a good place for the road depot, actually. For the tram depot. Needs to be at the end of this line, actually. In fact, yes, that's how they should end. Like that. So Suntwood into that depot. Okay. Let's let it auto-fill on its second route. Okay. And we'll actually get rid of this depot. Could do with another route, which we'll do to Tendinghatton. So, how can we get out of the city? Maybe this direction here. So this way. We'll have a tram station there. In the town. The town road. And then it needs to come across to... Well, we can have a station in this village of Trentborough. Gonna flip between the roads and stuff. Oh, okay. I have to remove those. Right. I'm going to sneeze. You know that kind of point where you feel like you really want to sneeze, but you just can't. I'm kind of in that sort of limbo at the moment. So if I do sort of go off microphone for a fraction of a second, then you know why. Let's get rid of these little road bits. Okay, so we could do with a station somewhere around here, and we can have it there. Yes. Bit we reserved. So we can have the station here, in place of the high-rise buildings. That's Tendinghatton, which now is an M for a metro stop. And then we'll have it terminate just out the city. What I'm going to do is move that road down there. Fact. Level that. Have another station there, you see. its final stop can be here. Yeah, you can join onto the existing station. Right, okay. So, that's basically done. We'll leave it at 2 routes for now, or maybe add more later. But I think that's ample. I'm going to try actually a different method of doing the routes for this. So what if I actually start off with a depot stop, and then yeah, and you don't load on the last return, because then maybe I could kind of get rid of the last step first, if that makes sense. And if it does make sense, and if I do actually remember to build the tram stop that I didn't build in the first place, then it might make my life easier. Then here, you can go this way round. Okay. Oh no, because I still need it to autofill anyway, don't I? But it'll be less time before it needs to do that again, I guess. You can see the trams in the tunnel. So cool. That's Trinley Trams. In fact, we are going to give these trams a very specific name after the chap who last commented for me to actually get on with my arse and make some trams. So this is going to be called the Vanquish Tram System. Vanquish Trams. Dridley. So Vanquish Trams, in full honour of its suggester. So Route 1 football lads, and then Route 2, the sequel to Route 1. And in there we'll have Route 2 and Route 1. That's the one we've just set off. Has this auto-filled yet? Yes, no, it hasn't. But it has done the road depot. It needs to start in Market Street. Kind of fucked up for this one, didn't I? Because I need to start them all here. So, 1, 2... I'll have 6. I'll start them off, and then I'm going to remove that depot. All them trams. There we go. And I want to just start this one off as well. So, oh no, it still needs to do another route. I'll just keep this open. Now, last episode, I did make the, where was it? Yeah, this sawmill, these two things here, we still need to fill them. I kind of got distracted building a logging facility that goes the other way up the map. So we need to find some forests up here which can go the opposite way. There's one there. There's 2 there actually, there's one there as well. This one could also go the opposite way. It's too close to that one. I think here would probably be the best shout, wouldn't it? Why don't we have like a set of platforms? In fact, hang on. Why don't we have a set of platforms? Make it like a wooding depot, well, a logging depot here. And then have lorries going to it. Okay, so let's do that here. So I can see 3 forests. 1, 2, 3. So they're the 3 which will feed into it. So we'll have 3 trains and obviously 3 platforms. Needs to be 7 long. So that. Let's demolish a few homes. Gotta do what you gotta do. Put that over there for now, just so buses can continue their route, because I'm pretty sure buses... Oh no, they don't use that route. Don't even need that then. Why don't we just put this over here? And that can be their route to the city now. Times change, boys. Nope, that's too extravagant. But we will need this as a logging depot. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're going to need that, aren't we, anyway? In fact, no, we don't. No. What we're going to do is this. So we'll get rid of that. That can just be an area to build on. Our actual logging depot can be here. Let's move this out. That can be tied arc. The Tyne Bridge, basically. Then we'll have stations. And this can be logging. 1, 2, 7. How on earth can we get it over to the other side? Unless we use a tunnel. So we could literally just do that, couldn't we? And have them tunnel under. So why don't we do one tunnel at a time? So do this one first. The joys of a 4-track railway. We can remove, when this train goes, the last section, and we'll do that one. Right, so get rid of that. Have a signal there. Oh, we're going to need to push this up one, aren't we? So let's push this up. Just quickly do that, just while I'm editing the tunnels. And then can make a set of 2 tracks underneath. Perfect. Okay. Right, so that's going to be our little junction for the logging depot. What we need, kind of more importantly, is some trucks that actually deliver the logs. So logging sidings. Logging depot. It's not a set of sidings, is it? It's a depot. And we'll have a bus station here. I'm literally going to just do this. So let's get that. So yeah, you can carry wood on that. Okay. So that can non-stop to logging depot. And what I'll do is logging. Put that in there. And now what I can do is create a copy of them for each of the routes. So first of all, have the original one here. Oops, so let's put one there. So I'll copy that. You can full load there. Oh, and you need to be wood, not livestock. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Right, there we go. that's one of them done. Let's see, well, there was another one over there, wasn't there? So let's get this done. Whoops. Let's have one long ass depot there. 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do one more because there's one here, isn't there? So one there. Okay, so they're the depots we have. So let's first of all convert that one to wood. Duplicate that without holding control. Full stop, fully load, sorry there. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then you can go there. 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. Oh shit. I'm going to need to make them all transfer, aren't I? Bollocks. I forgot that. Right, back you all go. Shit. That's a fuck up by me. Okay. Let's try that again from this depot. So, right, this time I can do it really quick, honestly. So, let's have a look. Quickly, this. Then you get that. So, logging depot. Put it back into here. And then this goes into the one which will have loads in, which will be that one. Nope. Yeah, logging there. So, logging. And then create 3 copies. Make sure they're definitely all on wood. And then that's no loading, transfer. No loading, transfer. No loading, transfer. So then you can go there, you can go there, and you can go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to have 9 each. There we go. Done. Okay. So, we need the trains now. Where can we set them off from? We could actually do it from a... Yeah, we could do it from here. So, let's create. Get our standard train. The bogie bolster. So then we can Fledham logging depot, which you can fully load. And then to the sawmill. We want 3 of you. In fact, no we don't. Because first I want to make sure you're definitely on wood. And 3 of you, and go. And then you can be part of Fledham logging too. So there we are. Right, so in this part, what we've accomplished. Okay, so we've basically gone through. We've created a. Why are they all going back? Are they fully loading? You need to fully load. As do you. So once I've done this, we've would we call this an accomplishment considering that I've fucked this up so many times? I'd say not. But we did establish a new freight network of wood going from the north to the south as well as from the south to the north. We've started off a tram system in Drinley, of which we have, let's see, these which should be auto-filling. Just want to make sure that they're definitely all... Yes, that's fine. So it waits for 1,000 ticks. Yeah, so that's going to be fine. They're all going to space themselves out eventually. yes, we've started off our tram system, and that's basically it. What I do want to look at is making a lot more freight passages across the cities, because that is something we definitely neglected. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what we'll be doing in future parts. We'll be looking at expanding freight, which does mean obviously new lines and such as well. So if you have a look here, this corridor here is massively underused. So I want to try and get a lot of freight from this area and ship it along here. We don't really need to get the towns any bigger, but it does mean that we are going to have to start looking into definitely moving transport around a bit quicker. I think now that I'm able to put in bus routes like this with, well, quite a lot of ease really, as they do tend to spread themselves out after a while, if they actually have the opportunity to. It's supposed to autofill. It's supposed to autofill. But yes, let's have a look at the first one. Yeah, it is autofilling. Wow, it took like an entire 2 episodes for it to even not even finish filling by the looks of things. There we go. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Zesusky, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.